Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to A Moment with C. Hope that the music isn't too loud. Hope the air conditioning isn't too loud. Hope my sunglasses don't offend you. I had a guy that told me once that my sunglasses offended him. But I just wanted to talk to you guys for a few minutes, about leadership and our future and the crazy world in which we live in right now. And I was watching a video yesterday from a great coach in my network, and one of the things she was talking about is that a few of the women coaches in my network were talking about that leaders lead even in a time of chaos. Okay, and I don't know about you guys, but my opinion of leaders, they're not the guy that's the boss or the woman that's the boss. They're the people that are making the difficult decisions. They're the people that are having the difficult conversations. And there's a comic going around that shows a depiction of the leader as the guy laying face down in the mud puddle with the arrows in his back. Okay, that's the leader. Now the leader is not the guy, sitting on the hill in pristine condition, not taking the hits. The leaders take the hits. Okay, if any of you out there are true leaders, you know that sometimes you will say or do things that are not agreed upon by everyone, in your group. Okay, I'm a life and business coach out here in SoCal. Some of you know me. Some of you have been coached by me. And one of the things that I ask in all my coaching calls, and it's really an indication that some things that we're going to talk about coming up are going to sting a little bit. And I'll ask you this. I'll say, hey, do you mind if I am direct? Okay, do you mind if I'm direct? And what that means is we're going to ask real, honest questions. Okay, we're going to try to get real, honest answers. I'm going to give you a real quick lowdown where I came from. I grew up in a small town in Indiana. Very small town, a couple thousand people I grew up with in my town. And from what I understand at the time, it was about the smallest county in Indiana. Okay, I had pretty good grades, and I had zero desire to go to college, but there wasn't a lot of opportunity in the town I grew up in. What I noticed was that there were the haves and the have-nots, and they were treated differently. And as I've gotten older, I've seen that's true in every culture. It's true in every group. There's going to be the haves, the have-nots. There are going to be the people that have what appear to be, all the benefits. I've got friends that are very wealthy. I've got friends that are very poor. And I've got friends that are very, very uber successful, and I've got friends that are very, people that I know that are they're not doing so well in their lives. But what I can tell you is this: is when I moved out here, I noticed again that I was taught certain things growing up that as I became older, I found out did not ring true. Again, I grew up in a really small town in the Midwest, and we are taught certain things, or we just see certain things in our cities and our towns. And as adults, sometimes we find out that everything we were told as a child is not correct. Some of the things have to do with work. Why do all the rich people get all the breaks? The rich should pay their fair share, and why are they so greedy? And if they just paid more, I'd have to pay less, and my life would be better. And all this kind of bullshit. If I'm honest, it's just total bullshit. This stuff that we're fed, that we're led to believe that, that we can't do things for a certain reason, that we are not enough to do things. As I've gotten older, I found out that I talked about some of my successful friends and some of my not as successful friends. What I found out is that every one of us, I woke up with this thought this morning, every one of us is dealt a deck of cards. Okay, we're sitting at the poker table and we are dealt a certain hand. Okay, you don't get to get a different hand. You are dealt your hand. Okay, some people are dealt this fantastic hand and maybe they're very experienced and they know exactly how to use this fantastic hand, and they take this hand and they grow their wealth, or they grow their pile of chips, we'll say, okay? And some of these people are given a really terrible hand, but through playing this game long enough, some of them have figured out a way to take the worst hand you could be given, and they can still win with this hand, okay? Again, I've known many people through business and life, and I'm not the youngest guy in the room. I'm over 50 years old. Some of us were dealt a bad hand. Some of us were dealt a great hand. But what I want to challenge all of us to do is to sit at this table, and let's not worry about the last hand we played last week or last month or last year. Let's not worry about the hand our parents were dealt, because I'm hoping a lot of us on here are over the age of 18. And, you know, this is going to sting a little bit, but, you know, if you're over the age of 18 and your life sucks, it isn't because of your parents. If you're over the age of 18 and you're out there trying to make your way in the world, and your life sucks, it's not because of the school system. You know, if your life sucks, it's not because your great-grandparents were broke and idiots. I'm sorry. It's not their fault. It's yours. Okay? This is going to sting a little bit, like I said. If your life sucks and you are an adult, look in the mirror. You are the problem. Okay? I love you guys. Anybody who knows me personally knows that, you know, I'm a lover of people. I want to help every single being on earth. But I want you to help you too. Okay? And what that means is, you know, don't expect me to help you if you won't help you. Okay? Don't expect me to do something you wouldn't do for yourself. Okay? I was dealt the hand I was dealt. Okay? Like I said, I grew up in a small town. There wasn't a lot of money. I didn't feel like there was a lot of opportunity. I changed my hand. I played a different hand, right? I played the hand I was dealt long enough to play another round. Okay? I played a round that took me into the military. That gave me a leg up on some people maybe that I grew up with. I was in the military for a few years. After that, I immediately got a job. I played another hand. I networked. I built relationships. You know, I took the hand and I kept playing the hands until I got better at the game. You cannot change the hand you're dealt. I'm sorry. Tough shit, that's life. You know, if you got a bad life, you know, learn how to play your hand to the best of your ability. You know, in my book, I should have been 6'5" and dunking basketballs at the age of 10 or 12. As you know, as things would go, I did not get to be 6'5". I got to be about 5'10". Okay, I love the game of basketball. I didn't get to go to the pros. I didn't get to go to college playing basketball. Why? Because the hand I was dealt. You don't get to play someone else's hand. You know, someone's always going to have a better hand than you. I promise you this, someone's always going to have a worse hand than you. Okay? If you're over the age of 18 and your life sucks, I'm sorry that your life sucks, right? I can't do anything about the past, and neither can you. We can whine about it and cry about it and spend all of our future talking about the past, or we can slam that freaking door shut. We can move forward. We can not let our past determine our future. Okay? I've talked to enough of you out there to know that you are powerful beyond your dreams. Okay? I've been in conversations where I've helped women and men completely change their lives by making a decision that they were good enough, that they were smart enough, that they had some of the tools they needed, and if they brought the right people on board, they could play a better game. Okay? I hope if some of you guys have jumped in just now, that you go back and watch the beginning of this. We're going to have a little bit of real talk here. You know, again, I know you guys are powerful beyond measure. You know, if you're dealt a good hand, play your hand and build on your good hand. If you're dealt the worst, shittiest hand on earth, I dare you to bluff your way to the next round. Okay? You know, again, nobody's going to have the same hand as you. You're not, you know, maybe you have a good hand, maybe you got a bad hand. Again, if you're over the age of 18 and your life is in the shitter, I challenge you to do one thing, just one thing today that makes it better. Okay? You guys know where to find me. I woke up this morning. I've been leery about getting on, online and speaking about any type of matters about what's going on in the world. But I'll do what I can do. Okay? I would challenge every single person that ever sees this. Take personal responsibility. People try to change the world without changing themselves. That seems insane to me. That if we can't change one person, we'll change all the people. No, change me. Change me, and a person seeing me or you change will get the confidence that maybe they too can make a change. And enough of you and me making changes changes the whole thing. Okay? So love your neighbors, love your friends. Tell your family hello. Tell your family you love them. Life's short. Love you guys. The only way to change the world is for you to change and for me to change. Okay, the world doesn't change by itself. It changes one person at a time. And again, to reiterate what I said earlier, we're all dealt different hands. If your hand sucks, bluff your way to the next round. Okay, I'm sorry if your life sucks. A lot of people's lives suck. All the people that I know that are extremely super successful had shitty ass lives. Okay, and I've known people that grew up with a silver spoon. Their life is now shitty because they didn't know how to play that hand. So play the hand that you were dealt like it's the hand you wanted. Talk to y'all soon, and you know where to find me. Take care. Please go back and watch the beginning if you missed it. Hopefully there's some good nuggets in there for you guys. I'll talk to you soon, and thanks for watching A Moment with C.